Elf.
Okay, so he meets his dad. This is Elf Part 2. He goes up to find his dad. Oh, so you find his dad, and he's a dick, and he has these two writers, and the writers are trying to come up with ideas, but they're all stupid for new children's books. And one of them is like a tribe of asparagus children who are self-conscious because they're these things. And that's really funny to me. But there's a page missing in a book, and they know it. And he signs off on it anyway because he just wants to go home. And he does not give a shit about the kids. So that's important. You'll find out about that later. So then Buddy gets in there to him, and the secretary is so excited because she thinks that it's a Christmas gram that somebody sent Walter. I think Walter Hobbs is his name. A Christmas gram. So she's so excited, and everybody kind of walks into the office because they want to see this Christmas gram happen because this elf came, and then he comes in and Walter's pissed and he's so annoyed because he's just a grumpy shit. And Buddy is like so excited to meet his dad, and his dad's like, what? Like what? Like what do you want? Oh God, it's a Christmas gram, like just whatever. You're gonna sing me a song or something? And Buddy's like, you want me to sing you a song? And then he sings him a song. He says, oh my God. He just makes up a song, and it's like, you're my dad, and I came all the way from the place, and I was adopted, and I'm in your office now, and I found you, and I love you, I love you, I love you, at the end. And then Walter is like, who sent this guy? And he's super pissed, and he's like, whatever. And then Buddy tells him about who his mom is. Oh, and he has a picture of the two of them from the 70s. And then he's like super pissed, and he's like, who sent you, whatever. And I guess the mom is dead. And then he makes him leave. And then the security takes him out. And then somebody is like, somehow he gets an idea that he wants to get a gift for his dad, and that would make it better. Maybe the secretary gives him that idea. So then he goes to the department store and tries to buy his dad like lingerie. I think he does buy him lingerie, like sexy lady lingerie. And then he tries to take that back. He keeps trying to go back to his dad, and the security keeps kicking him out. And it's funny, funny, funny. And then when he's at the department store, he runs into a guy who's like, get back up here, you gotta, oh, somebody says on the street, oh ho ho, you freak, you better go back to Kringle's, or whatever it's called. There's a big department store. It's basically Macy's. So he goes back there, he comes across the display thing where Santa's at, and then he is, the guy's like, Santa's gonna be here in 15 minutes. And then all the kids are so excited because Santa's coming, and people are like, Santa, Santa, and Buddy's like, Santa! He gets so fucking pumped. And then Santa comes, and he's like, Santa, I know him! Because he's not lying, but everybody thinks he's weird. And then Santa comes out, and the kids are all lined up to see him, and Buddy gets and goes up to see him, and he's just sniffing him. And he's like, you're not the real Santa. You sit on a throne of lies. And he's like, you smell like beef and cheese. And then they get into a big fight, and they wreck the whole joint because the guy is like, get off of me, dude. And Buddy's pissed because he's not Santa, but he's pretending to be. And then Buddy ends up getting a job there, and he changes everything, and he sets up all the displays to be amazing, and there's like light brights that have cool names on them, and he makes the most amazing snowflake garland that's all over the place. And then the next morning, the boss is pissed because he thinks somebody from the rival department store is trying to take his job or something. And then he runs into, who's that girl? It's Jess, and she, is that who it is? It's not her. It's Zoe. Yes, it's her. It's definitely her, and she has blonde hair, and her name is Jovi? Could that be right? And she's singing a song, the sexy Christmas song, and she's taking a shower, and then he starts singing it with her, and she's like, what the fuck? And then they're kind of into each other, but that part is weird. And then it turns out that Walter ends up having to take him home because he finds out that he's actually his kid. Oh, he takes him to the doctor, and then he eats a bunch of cotton balls in front of another kid who thinks that he's cool. And the doctor is like, I don't know, there's nothing wrong with him. He's definitely your son. So he takes him home to his wife, and his wife is cool, and she's an actress who I know, and I like her a lot. And she's like, yeah, he can definitely stay here. But he wants to give his dad hugs and love and be a dad. And Walter's just like, dude, you're a freak. I don't know what to tell you. And then there's a little boy there who's actually the son, brother, and he is a shitty dad to him. But they have dinner together, and Buddy has spaghetti, and Buddy puts on syrup that he gets out of his pocket. He talks about hills. have like 4 food groups, and it's like candy canes, candy corns, something else, and syrup. And he puts all this candy and syrup all over his spaghetti, and he eats it. And I wonder if Will Ferrell had to do that. I think he did. And then he drinks a bunch of soda, and he lets out the longest burp in the history of the world. And it's so good. And at the end of it, he says,